Okay. Twins, can you do the same mantra?
Yeah. Namo Vitragaya.
Namo Vitragaya.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Uvazayanam.
Namo Uvazayanam.
Namo Loye Sava Sahunam.
Namo Loe Sawa Sahunam.
Eso Panchanamukaro.
Eso Panchanamukaro.
Sava Pava Panashanam.
Shavvapavapanashanam.
Manglanam Cha Sauvesim.
Mangalanam cha Sauveshim.
Paramam Havai Mangalam.
Paramam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. Okay, everybody. Even we have honor of having Yashvi and Mox today, Deepakanandji. Okay, let us, who knows the prayer? I think Hetzi knows the prayer, right?
I said it
Hetzi?
last time. though.
I'm sorry?
I said it last time.
So,
Should someone else go?
Kush, do you know in English?
Which one?
Daily prayer.
Yeah.
Okay, Hetzi, you can do it again. Or you forgot?
No, I remember it, but
No, I can say it.
yeah, I did it last time.
That's okay, you can do every time. Is a problem?
Kush remembers.
Yeah,
Kush
yeah.
nowadays.
I got, no, but Hetzi, is a problem doing it again?
No.
Then why are you saying you did it last time? I remember.
Okay.
I remember
Oh.
everything. I know what's happening in London also. My eyes are there. So be careful. Okay, Kush.
Yeah. O Dada Bhagwan, please give me infinite inner strength such that I will never compromise on health, so that my body, as an instrument, will always be helpful to me in accomplishing my life goal of studies and satsang. I will remain absolutely sincere in studies. I will always stay away from bad company and bad habits. Whatever happens, please shower your divine grace and blessings such that I never ever miss my satsang. May I use my mind, speech, body, instrument, and my soul. That is all my resources to oblige others, which is the best religion. I will always remain sincere, moral, and pure in mind, speech, and body in all my dealings with self and everyone in life, so that I become man of personality, poor, excellent, exactly as Dada Bhagwan. Jai Satchidanand.
Thank you, Kush. Anybody? Yashvi, do you do the prayer?
Do I do that prayer? Yeah.
This prayer? Do you do this prayer? How many times?
One.
Oh, you're supposed to do twice, morning, evening. Okay. We added a new prayer on studies. Anybody seen that?
Yeah.
Who says yes?
Us. Hitasi, Hitsi.
Oh, both of you seen that?
Yeah, we just saw it now when you were doing the homework.
Can you repeat it? Can
I
you
have
bring
it
it?
memorized. I can read it off my phone.
Can you bring it up?
Yeah, sure.
Vidhi, do you know that? Vidhi? You're mute, Vidhi.
Should we say it?
Actually, you got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you please say? Everybody please listen. Close your eyes.
Okay. Oh, Dada Bhagwan, I am determined to break all the barriers, obstacles, and obstructions that come to me in studying and understanding. Please shower your divine grace and break the veils on my vision and give me that infinite inner strength to make my learning the best. Jai Sachidanand.
Anybody know can say what it means? Okay, let's see. I don't see everybody, but let's see. What do you think this prayer means?
When we're studying, we often come across things that we can't do. And this prayer is basically asking us to kind of get rid of that, like making us like be able to understand everything. And also when you study, there's a very high chance you're gonna get distracted, like by something going on outside or something going on at home. And this prayer just helps you make sure you stay focused.
Very good. And one thing, please remember, you have to heartily do it because you heartily know that you don't like a subject or you don't like a topic, right? You heartily know that. So heartily ask Dada Bhagwan to take that veil away. So, you know, this prayer started out with our 9 p.m. satsang. So, Deepakanandji, please give a background why or this development come and how this can be very, very beneficial to the children.
Surely, yeah. In our satsang, we keep talking, we listen to various questions that come from the kids, and eventually from all the responses and answers what we get from Aptputras, somewhere they have suggested certain things that you should do this prayer, you do that prayer, do this, ask strength from Dada Bhagwan in this manner. So we consolidated all this, and that's how the first prayer which came out for the 3 goals of life that came up. And now very recently in one of the satsang, this topic came, and this prayer also we included because that's the thing which you have to do now. So every time you sit to study, start studying, then you can always do this prayer as a, what do you say, reinforcement. So when you study, you really understand and you are at your best. Jai Satchidanand.
Even it doesn't matter how good you are at a subject, this will enhance your understanding. Hey, Namil, you have to do something with you have too much noise. Namil, you need to do something with your microphone. And so really, it started out that some of the younger children had likes or dislikes for some subject, okay? And they thought that they're difficult. So this evolution come from that, and we have seen very good result. Vidhi, by doing prayer, how does it help your couple? How did it help you?
Yeah,
Also,
okay,
dumb.
fine.
My physics was so dumb. After I repeat this prayer again and again, that's why my physics in these times I gave exams last 2 weeks. I got 30 out of 27 and 30 out of 25 in physics. Before I do not prayer, when I do not prayer, I got 30 out of 15, 30 out of 17.
So, okay, so that is why this evolution came about. So Yashvi, you will need that in your biology and chemistry or advanced subjects when you're going to do it. Okay. Okay. So these two prayers are very, very important. You need to learn by heart. But this last prayer, I would put it always somewhere I can see. Of course, you have to memorize, but then you can read it slowly and ask a lot of blessings from Dada Bhagwan. Yeah, Deepakanandji?
No, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's see homework. Only two people did the homework. Of course, Craig go to London. There's all smiles up there. So what was the homework?
It was observe others' actions and like analyze the cause and our reaction to the action.
So now looking at other people, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your experience?
Oh, today in the morning, I and Bhavya got into a fight. So like he kind of just stormed out of the living room and came into the last bedroom. So then I was just sitting there. And Mama's like, what exactly happened? I'm like, I don't know. He just got mad at me. So I just told him to, stop being mad at me, and he just stomped her. And she just like, you need to understand that, Papa's not there, so he's probably missing him. So I'm like, yeah, that's true. When I miss him, so I came inside and I was telling him that I understand that you're missing him, and so am I. But like, you need to, he like Papa left him as the man in charge of the house. So he's, all like, you have to listen to me and everything. So we have to follow him. But he's only 7, so we can't really do exactly what he says. So I was just telling him that, when we are watching this and you start making noise, does Papa do it when we are watching? Does he go around jumping around here and there? He's like, no. I'm like, you need to understand it. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry for shouting at you. Next time, like, we'll, work it out. And then, yeah, that's how it went.
Oh, very good. How about you, Hudson?
Yesterday, Kushali and I went to this it's this theme park like place. It's called Kidzania, where little kids like her, go around doing jobs that older people would do, like for example, writing newsletters and like cleaning windows and stuff like that. It's like very downsized for them. And I went with my mummy to go with her because she needed an adult and I couldn't stay home alone for that long. And over there, because there are loads and loads of people, you had to stand in lots of lines, and I would be standing with Ginny. And she at one point she got very frustrated in the line and kind of just walked off to mummy. And I was wondering what was wrong, because there wasn't much of an issue. Her time was in 5 minutes. And then after a while I understood that because she's very little, she can't wait for that long. And then I just went to her and consoled her, saying the line is going to be done. It's nearly your turn. Yeah, that's it.
Did you have to explain to her to be patient? And
I did say you've got to wait for some time because everyone needs a go. So there are children younger than you, but she didn't really listen.
Oh, very good. How about you, Ashley? Did you fight with your brother or your mother?
Yeah, I did. My brother.
What happened? Did you analyze it or you just let it go in the air?
No, it's like every time he comes into my room, I just he just comes to annoy me. So I always say, leave, get out of my room. But then now I think about I'm going to college and I shouldn't always say get out of my room and stuff. So I was thinking about them, and we got into this argument in the car one day, and we're just arguing for no reason. So then I was we need to stop arguing. Instead we can just be nice to each other. And he was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that if you do that. And so then we just talked it out. And then, yeah.
Okay. Did you analyze it?
I mean, he the only reason he gets mad at me is because I also get mad at him. I'll yell at him for no reason. And so he'll yell at me for no reason. So it's it just goes back and forth.
That's typical. Yeah. Kush, What fight did you have with your father?
There's not really any fight with my father. No.
Is what?
There was not really any fight with my father.
Why? You obeying him all the time? You didn't
Not-
watch. Didn't watch.
all the
You didn't watch TV at all,
I watch TV.
and he didn't yell at you.
He just said, how long were you watching it? And then he's like, okay, so like just repeat some work. And I did that.
Okay. How about you, Viti? Did you have any interaction with your sister or your mother? No? Okay. Everybody is quiet. How about you, Ankesh Kaka? Ankesh Kaka, did you have some interaction with your employees?
Nothing like that. I think last 1 week, so I'm not office or nothing. So topics which are topics se nahi pata chale baat, Rajni uncle.
When there's an interaction with other people, you try to analyze what happened or why it happened, why the other person did something to you. So that's why all your employees working okay?
Yeah, there are some which are they have their own perspective, but sometimes it's I feel that sometimes it's better to listen to them first before we say something to them. So if you listen to them, then at least post that whatever we say, at least they will understand something. But without listening them, if you deal with them, then I don't think so. They want someone to listen to them first. That's what I understand.
Oh, very good, because we had examples before you came of Betsy and Nityashi. Same thing happened. Of course, something happened, then afterward they did some analysis and reconciled it. So that's very good.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, nobody else. So Deepakanandji, now your turn to say what these people said.
Okay, the way my temperament goes, many times I just blast on the face, but then I realized that, oh, that was wrong. So he's trying to say something, but finally everything gets settled out. And if it doesn't get settled out, then I do pratikraman behind, after the situation is over. And because of that pratikraman, finally everything turns out to be very good. The best thing, the best part of it is when we meet the next time, that backlash is not there. So that is very good.
No, I didn't mean that. I wanted you to analyze everybody's responses.
No, in the sense, see, everyone is learning. And everyone, because they have got exposed to satsang, certain times, you're also very adamant. You want to stick to your belief. So that time, actually, what conclusion I have come across. I came to conclusion that finally, what is right or what is wrong is not important. What is important is your oneness should remain intact. And if that breaks, you must first work on that rather than working on right or wrong, who was right and who was wrong. Because then there is no solution. Your intellect will become real wild. You want to prove yourself that you were right. And the other person wants to prove himself or herself is right. Where are you going to end? Nowhere. So you surrender yourself, you're right. And then see the best part, everything settles down and people forget what had happened. After all, these are just situations, they come and go. And in that situation, whatever you had to suffer as part of your karma, that happened, and that's the end of the story. They don't even remember, but how you deal, how you feel inside and how you judge the other person. That is where your connectivity, your oneness remains, or if it is breaking, it will come back to normality, it will come back again.
Yeah, but younger people like Kushali or Bhavya, they remember, hey, my sister did this the other
Right?
day.
That is not your problem. You don't react to what had happened in the past, then eventually they will also forget. It will always remain in their mind. You don't have a control in anybody's mind, on anybody's mind. But then when you deal without any prejudice, without any hold up, then it will turn out to be good. So they will say, yesterday she behaved so badly with me, but today she is good. So maybe everything is okay. And when that happens consistently, repeatedly, then that effect won't remain. Right?
Yeah, and Deepakanandji, just one more thing, like Bhavya, Khushali, I mean, that age, in the school also is happening like that way, they fight, they fight, they argue, and the same thing they get at home. Okay, home, what happened, if Hitasvi says something, he will correlate that with his school incident. Okay, and then he will start saying that. But as you say rightly, the oneness is one thing. Right and wrong is a different story. But if they correlate, they always think that whatever happened in school, the same thing they will try to bear at home. But if we deal in a different way, then I am sure they will not remember. That's where it should be. I mean, that is what I thought.
It is very important. See, at the end of the day, you should be able to sit together and enjoy. If everyone goes into that room and keep blasting their mind, then that's not right.
No, that's true.
Which can happen, and it does happen certain times. But forget about right and wrong and good and bad.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That is part of the life game, and it is going to come and go.
So
what will remain is your oneness.
That's true. That's true.
And always, it's like if you feel that no, I don't want to talk with that person, you must first go and talk. If you cannot go and talk, call. But you must connect yourself and say, surrender, I am sorry. Okay, don't do this next time. Don't repeat, don't ever repeat. Yes, I will do my best. That's all. Everything settles there. I felt so bad. Yes, I know, but I'm very sorry about it. It should not have, it should never happen again. Okay, I'll definitely take care. That's it.
That's true.
But most of the time, we want to prove ourselves right. That what I did was right because you did this thing, and I did this. There's no end. It will only blast. We don't want that.
I think you are right. I think that's happening with me and Hitasvi also. Sometimes we talk about it. She'll try. She want to understand why I'm telling, why I want her to do some things. We argue, but at the end, like after 2 minutes, it will be like either I say okay, fine, I'll do it, or she will say, Papa, okay, I'll do it. So things happen, but if I try to prove something, then I think it's my mistake. I need to put it in a right way. What I feel is.
Apart from that, I consider one aspect that if some elder is telling me to do something, then I don't argue. I believe that whatever that elder is telling me to do something, it has some meaning, although I'm not able to understand it rightly. And because it is not my decision, but if I do, I succeed, it is his or her success, the elder's success. If I fail, then it is his failure or her failure. I don't take the burden. You understand? It's a sweet.
Yeah.
If daddy tells you to do something, and if you fail, it is his failure. And if you succeed, it is his success. Although he gives you the benefit of the success, and he takes the burden of the failure on him. That is his wisdom. You understand? But if you argue and all that, I believe it is a kind of disrespect. You don't, don't honor his decision or instruction. And that's not good. In dealing and in how you have to have that kind of courtesy dealing with your elders, because just imagine if Yobius sees you dealing like that with your father, he will also learn the same thing. And he is boy, so he'll go out of his head totally. And he's small, so he doesn't understand the things rightly. He will just see what is happening and imbibe. He is not able to understand or read between the lines what is going on, what is there in your mind, what is there in your heart, which you may be doing. That's why. So that's it.
Okay. Kush.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you always fight with Dhruvi and Meera?
Mostly my Dhruvi.
Is what?
Mostly Dhruvi.
Mostly with Dhruvi, he fights.
Why? Is she your older sister?
No, younger.
Younger sister, you don't fight. Younger fights with older. But see, Hitachi, and they know. Younger always can fight. But then why are you fighting with her back? Just,
Well, sometimes like she would make me angry, so then.
Deepakanandji, tell him what should be the reverse. Should not be the reverse.
Hey, one thing is there. Hey, Dhruvi, turn your video on. You know, Ranilada, what I feel, these fights in their age doesn't have any meaning. It's just like those kittens, they fight, those cubs, the lion cubs, how they fight. It's all like that. No, there's no seriousness in this. It is like they are just learning how to live.
Deepakanandji, yeah, okay, I agree with you, but you know, with the Gnan, the understanding, that's like Kushi and Vidhi. They used to fight 5 times a day before. Now, since so long,
but
a month or two, there is only one fight.
Yeah. No, but what is Kushi's, Vidhi's age? What is her age? Bolo?
17.
17. 17 means what, you know? And what is Kush? What is your age?
I'm turning 12, so right now I'm 11.
And how old is Dhruvi?
She's 10.
Do you understand? Certain level of wisdom, and especially girls, when they cross 13, 14, they are out of their head like. They understand many things. That level of understanding is also very high.
Yeah, but I think you're right, but I think with Kush and Dhruvi coming, maybe they can listen to all this and then.
Oh yeah, but it's going to happen. It's happening gradually.
So Hetzi and Hitachi have to wait for a while.
Yeah. And see, the difference is big between the Bhavya and Hitasvi and Tushali and Hetzi. Very big difference. Like they babysit them. What is that? Correct.
Babysitters.
Yeah, they are almost like their mom.
I'm going to tell Kushali to tell Hetzi mommy.
No, but I tell you, they are doing very good.
Oh,
they are doing really very good. I have seen that.
Yes.
No, you're right, Deepakanandji. They both are doing very good.
What parents cannot do, Hitasvi and Hetzi can do very easily.
Definitely.
And you know, at times, Kushali and Bhavya will listen to their sisters and not dad and mom.
Definitely.
That's that.
Yeah, yeah. Very good. Okay. You know, we will dwell on now the first code of conduct. And then, you know, we always look at aham duba, ego based on the body. So we want to discuss, focus on from mind, how we, you know, from our mind, how much we disturb the other's ego. So Deepakan, talk about a little bit so we can do that homework for next week.
Yeah, one thing is that very common. We come across situations and our minds, okay, the science of life, what happens? We have 5 senses, you know, which are they? Touch,
Yeah.
taste, scent, sight, and listening. That is a progression where any individual evolves from 1 sense to 2 sense, 3 sense, 4 sense, and 5 sense. And the first thing that any of these 5 senses pick the information, our mind gets initiated. You start getting thought in that regard. Immediately after the mind, your reflective consciousness starts showing realistic pictures of that thought. And then intellect will analyze between the thought and the possibility, reality picture of reflective consciousness and make a decision. Decision is made by intellect. And once the decision is made, the ego simply, I'll say, blindly follows the decision made by the intellect and things happen. Example, you feel thirsty at this moment and the bottle is not there with you. The water bottle is not there with you. So with your sense, the touch sense in your tummy sense that you are thirsty, or maybe in the throat you feel thirsty. You get a thought that, oh, I want to drink water. Now reflective consciousness, what we call as chit, will show that, oh, it is there in the kitchen. The water ball is there in the kitchen. So now satsang is going on. So intellect will now interact. The intellect got the information, you are thirsty, and the realistic picture is, it is there in the kitchen. The intellect evaluates and says, no, the satsang is going on. We can drink water after 5-10 minutes. So the intellect has made this decision and made quite a logical and rational decision that satsang is going on, we don't want to miss. In another 2-3 minutes, it's going to end. So the ego will follow the intellect decision. You will continue listening to the satsang. Did you understand? Did you all understand?
Yeah.
This is how every time such a thing happens. You get information from the 5 senses, the mind starts showing thoughts. Your reflective in consciousness shows realistic pictures, what is possibility. Intellect evaluates, make a decision, ego follows. And depending upon that decision, you come across happiness or suffering. And that's the end of the story. After that, the intellect comes and there's the complication. But this is the basic thing that happens every time. Like Kushali saw that there's a place between my sister and my friend. So she just jumped in and sat there. Jai Satiran, Kushali? Right? So this is how it works. So now what is happening, we are saying, in any of your life situations, that mom tells you something, daddy tells you something, your sister or brother tell you something, then those negative thoughts can come up. When we say those negative thoughts that come up, those are the beginning of your verbal dealing or behavioral dealing with the other person. So when the thought itself is negative, your verbal dealing will be negative, your interaction will be negative. So that is why you're going to hurt the ego of the other person. You all understand? So this is where it starts in your mind. And if you become alert and vigilant, and at the mind level itself, you settle and balance it out, then it will not get expressed in your speech or action, right? So this is what, with that, what Radhi Dada is saying, observe at what, with all, who's, I mean, when you deal with others, what all things pop up in your mind, and keep a note of that. That Kushali did something, and you start getting why thought. Why is she disturbing me now? And so and so. Although she is such a nice sister, good sister, obedient sister, always helping time, but sometimes she gets mad, but no, she's good. So we can make her understand. You understand? That's how you have to correct yourself, handle, but keep note of that. Then you will know that this is how it is happening, and then you will know how to correct them. Okay? Jai Sachidanand.
Okay, you got the homework? That's it? That's it?
No, could you repeat it? Could you repeat the homework?
Okay, you come into interaction with Bhavya, Mama, Daddy on phone now, with Hetsi, maybe directly or through phone, and Kushali and Auntie, Etal Auntie, or Dwakesh Uncle, correct? So in these people's interaction, certain times, not every time you are happy with what they say. So that negative thought that come up, you keep note of that. So you can say like, for out of the 10 times that they dealt with you, 2 times you were not very happy what they said. So that is where you are about to hurt their ego, because you are going to deal with them in a negative way. Did you understand?
Yeah.
Wherever you are happy, wherever you are comfortable, there's no problem. You're not going to hurt. You'll just follow them or accept them what they say, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand, time is up. So, Kushali, can you do 3 mantra for us? We'll follow you.
Okay. Namo Vitragai.
Namo Vitragai.
Namo Ariyantanam.
Namo
Ariyantanam.
Pag niche mukhi do.
Siddhanam.
That's it.
Namo
Pag niche mukhi.
Namo Siddhanam.
The legs.
Namo Ariyanam.
Namo Ariyanam.
Namo Uvasayanam.
Namo
Vajayanam.
Namo Loye Savasanam.
Namo
Loe Sawasanam.
Eso Panchanamukkaro.
Eso Panchanamukkaro.
Sarvapavappanasano. Mangalam cha Sauvesi.
Mangalanam cha Sauvesi.
Paramam Havai Mangalam.
Paramam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai
Jai
Sachidanand. Thank you, Kushali.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai
everybody.
Sachidanand.